What's up, beautiful people? It's Liv. Welcome to today's stress-free flow. It's about 30-40 minutes, so grab your mat, grab a block if you would like to use one, and let's get into this. It's actually raining right now. I was supposed to film outside, but I'm very grateful to be under this roof. So we're just gonna flow through it, we're gonna flow through life, and we're just gonna let our stress go. I know that's easier said than done, but if you just let it all go on the mat today, I'm sure you'll feel a little bit better after this practice. So let's get into this. Review. Bring your hands together, close your eyes, and bow your heads. Take a nice deep inhale, breathe it in, and breathe it out. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Just let it go. Inhale. Hold it there and just think of something that's stressing you out, whatever comes to your mind. Fill your belly up. Acknowledge it and just let it go. Inhale and exhale. Couple more breaths here. I hope you can hear me with this rain. Just gonna tune it out. This is a perfect example. Just let it all go. One last deep inhale. And exhale, open your mouth and sigh it out. Gently open up your eyes and come to stand. Nice and gentle here. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, come down into a forward fold. Bend your knees here. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to your shins, or your hands can go to your mat. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward, bend your knees. Let it go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, let it go. Inhale, breathe it in. All that stress. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, breathe it in. And exhale, let it go. Nice. Inhale, circle your arms up all the way to the sky or the roof. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. One last inhale here. Inhale, breathe it in. And exhale, breathe it out. Great. Turn towards the front of your mats. Take your hands down and come into a tabletop position. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, curve your spine. Pressing through the palms here. Let your head go. Inhale, arch your back. Drop the belly. Exhale, lift through the belly, curve your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Tailbone hooks up. And exhale, press through the palms, rainbow your spine up. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, curve your spine. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Turn your right hand towards you. Just nice gentle wrist exercises here, moving towards the right. Nice big circular motions. If you feel any sensitivity in your wrists when you do this, you can take your hands out just a little bit wider. You gotta do whatever feels good. Nice, turn your right hand to face the front of your mat and turn your left hand in towards you and moving towards the left now. Nice big circles, letting it go. Stress-free here, inhale and exhale. Focusing on the present. That's all we have is right now. You and your mat and your body that can move in this beautiful way. Nice. Turn your left hand to face the front of your mat. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, curve your spine. One more time. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, curve your spine. Nice. Come back to a neutral spine. Send your knees out wide and sink your hips back for child's pose. You're going to walk your hands out as far as you can. Rest your forehead to your mat or a block. And just take a couple nice deep breaths in here. And breathe it out. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Walk your hands in just a little bit. And lift your right arm up to face the sky. Inhale. Open up your chest and exhale, thread the needle. Bring that right hand underneath your left and bring your right ear down towards the mat as much as you can. Or again, you can use a block here. Inhale and exhale, breathing into that right shoulder blade. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths here. One more breath, inhale, and exhale, take that right hand down, lift that left arm up, inhale, open it up. Lifting through the low belly as well, opening up your heart, and exhale, thread the needle, left hand goes underneath the right, bending into that right elbow, and bringing your left ear towards your mat. Breathe it in, and breathe it out. If you want to feel a little bit more of a shoulder stretch, you can just shift your weight forward. Inhale, breathe it in, and breathe it out. One last breath here, and exhale. Nice. Take your left arm or hand to your mat. Tuck your toes and send your hips up into your first downward facing dog. You do not have to bring your heels all the way down to your mat. This is your first downward dog. Bend your knees here if you have to and pedal it out. Coming back to that breath. Coming back to those stressors in your life. We all have them. Some people more than others, but again, you're here right now, you're on your yoga mat, so just breathe it in and breathe it out. Nice. Walk your feet towards your hands, nice and slow. Bend your knees here. Inhale, come up halfway with your back, with your spine, if that makes sense. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, and exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, come up halfway. You can bring your hands to your shins here. Just ensure that your spine is nice and long. Gaze is down, and exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees here, exaggerate this bend, and grab onto opposite elbows, swaying side to side. What's up with my voice today? Jeez. Sounds kind of cool though, and I just embrace that. Swaying side to side, coming back to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Bend into that right knee. Try to straighten that left leg as you lift your left arm up. Gentle twist here. Inhale and exhale. Bring that left hand down. Bend into the left leg. Reach your right arm up. And exhale, let it go. Take your right hand down, bend your knees, inhale, circle your arms up. Engaging your core, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. We're gonna work through some classical sun salutations. So we're gonna take it slow for the first round. I'm just gonna explain a couple things, alignment, cues, this and that. All right, so bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, come up halfway, engaging your quadriceps. Hands can go to your shins or fingertips to your mat. Exhale, ground down through your palms, step your right foot back, and lower that right shin and knee down to your mat. Left knee should be stacked over that left ankle. When you're ready, you're going to lift your arms up on the inhale. Nice low lunge here, breathing into that right hip flexor, gazing forward. Take your hands out into a nice cactus position. Inhale, open up your chest, slight back bend here if you'd like. And exhale. Shift back with that lunge if you have to. If you're feeling any pain in your right hip flexor, you just want to stretch it out nicely. You don't want to hurt yourself today. One more inhale. And exhale, take your hands down. Step it back into a high plank. Hands are underneath your shoulders here. Feet should be hips distance, whatever feels good. Shift forward to the tips of your toes, engage your core. Lower your knees, and then your chest and your chin down towards your mat. Inhale, plant your legs into your mat. Hands should be underneath your shoulders, close to your elbows, in the middle there. On your breath in, you're gonna lead with your chest and try to gently lift your upper body up, keeping your arms bent. And exhale, come back down. Tuck your toes, bend your knees, shift back. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Lower that left shin and knee down towards your mat. Pointing the back toes here. Again, checking your alignment, making sure your right knee is stacked over that right ankle. Inhale, really lift through the low belly here. Find your center and lift your arms up. Breathe that in. And breathe it out. Take your arms out to that cactus position. Inhale, open up your chest, slight back bend here if you like. And exhale. Core is strong here. Inhale. And exhale, take your hands down. Tuck the back toes, bend into that right knee, and step your left foot to meet your right. Feet are hips distance. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to your shins or your fingertips to your mat. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Great. Okay, let's run through this one more time, a little bit faster. But again, move at your own pace. Do whatever feels good in your own body. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, step that right foot back. Lower your right shin and knee down to the mat. Inhale, lift through that low belly, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands down. Step your left foot back, coming into that high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees, then your chest, and then your chin to the mat. Inhale, come up to that cobra. Keeping the arms bent here. And exhale, come back down. Tuck the back toes, bend your knees, shift back. Downward facing dog. One more breath here, inhale. Wrapping those outer arms in to protect your shoulders, and exhale. Nice. Step your right foot forward. Low lunge, left side. The right side. So we're gonna lower that left shin and knee down to the mat, pointing the back toes. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands back down. Step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, circle your arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Amazing. Let's continue. Take your hands to your mat and step back into your downward facing dog. So you really want your head to be below your heart here, wrapping your outer arms in like I've said before. And again, if your heels don't touch the mat, that's okay. You can keep a slight bend in the knees, or if that's not even achievable to you, really bend into your knees. You'll still feel the benefits of this downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step your right foot forward. We're gonna come into a warrior two. So you're gonna lower your left heel to the mat, And we're gonna windmill arms up in a nice straight T shape. Shoulders are nice and relaxed here. We're gazing at our front hand, and you're gonna reach back with your left hand so your pelvis is nice and neutralized. You don't wanna reach too forward or reach too back here. You wanna be nice and centered. Check your feet here. Check your alignment with your legs. Right knee should be stacked over that right ankle, and your right heel, should be ideally aligned with the arch of the back foot. So coming back to that warrior two, breathe it in and breathe it out. Engaging your core here. Lift that right palm up to face the sky, and on your inhale, you're gonna reach it up and over into your reverse warrior. So bending into that right leg. You've got this. Gazing down, or you can gaze up, whatever feels good and balanced in your body. Inhale and exhale. Take that right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up, extended side angle. Left shoulder should be nice and relaxed. Feel that energy in your left arm all the way to your fingertips. Breathe it in, opening up the side body, and exhale. Breathe it out. Nice. Come back to that warrior two. And straighten that right leg, triangle pose. So we're going to gently come down, placing our hand on our right shin. You're going to take your left hand to your hip and just work on pushing that right hip underneath your left so they're stacked. So you're externally rotating the left, pushing that right hip underneath it. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you lift that left arm up. Option to also shorten your stance in this triangle pose. You can use a block, whatever works. If you want a deeper stretch, take your right hand down if you're feeling a little bendy. Still working on opening up the chest here. Gazing up, gazing straight, or gazing down. 2 more breaths. Nice. Bend into that right leg. Come back up, warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, take your hands to your mat. Step it back into that high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, you can lower down in a chaturanga here, or you can lower down knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come up, upward facing dog or cobra. Difference between upward facing dog and cobra is that in upward facing dog, like I'm doing right now, my legs are basically lifted off the mat. So my shins, my knees, my pelvis is lifted off the mat. So if this feels yucky to you, just drop the legs down and plant them down into a cobra. And your arms do not have to be completely straight. In your cobra, you can bend them, and you can just work on lifting up your chest. Nice. Tuck the toes, come to all fours, and then shift back to your downward facing dog. Breathe it here. Nice. Step your left foot forward. Warrior two on the left side. Windmill your arms up. Nice T shape here. Can't see me, I'm going to turn towards the front of the camera. Again, we're reaching back with our right hand. Checking your alignment. Left knee should be stacked over that left ankle. And your left heel ideally should be aligned with the arch of the back foot. The back foot. Oh my God. Whoa. The back foot. Inhale, lift through that low belly. Relax your shoulders. Arms should be in a nice straight line here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Flip that left hand up. Reach it up and over, reverse warrior. Really bending into that left knee as much as you can. Letting that right hand graze your right thigh. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that left forearm to your left thigh. Reach that right arm up. Extended side angle. Smile. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Really grounding down through that outer edge of your back foot. Right shoulder is nice and relaxed, away from the ear. Inhale and exhale. Come back to that warrior two. I'm sure your leg is burning right now. Straighten out that left leg. Coming down into the triangle pose. You You're going to bring your left hand to your shin and stack the hips, externally rotating the right hip out and the left hip in. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Oh, I forgot. Option to keep your hands on your hips here. Still feel the benefits of the stretch. You can modify whatever works for your body. Gazing up. But if you feel any neck sensitivity, just gaze forward or down. Nice. Bend into that left knee. Come back up into that nice warrior two. Inhale. Gazing at those left fingertips. And exhale, take your hands down to your mat. Step it back into a plank. Inhale, shift forward to the tips of your toes. And exhale, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, sweep it up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into a high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bend your knees, down dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lifting through the low belly. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's run through another classical sun salutation. Inhale, push your palms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge. Lower that right shin and knee down to your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands out to that cactus position. Inhale, open it up. Slight back bend. And exhale, take your hands down. Step it back into a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come up into cobra or upward facing dog, whatever you're feeling. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, coming into that low lunge. Lower your left shin and knee down towards the mat. Adjust yourself if you have to. I am. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands out to that cactus position. Inhale, open up your chest. And exhale, take your hands down. Step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up high. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Beauty. Okay, so now that I've introduced a classical sun salutation, I would like to introduce a sun salutation beat. So Surya Namaskar beat. It's a little bit more fast paced. Couple more movements, chair pose, warrior ones, still flowing through our upward facing dog, chaturangas. But again, if you have to modify, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. And cobra or upward facing dog. If you feel a lot of sensitivity in your lower back, when you do an upward facing dog, just keep your legs planted down towards the mat and work on just opening up your chest and bending your elbows, or work on straightening your arms as much as you can. No need to push yourself to an extreme where you're going to hurt yourself. All right, so bend your knees and sink your hips back. Chair pose, reach your arms up. Opening up your chest, drawing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale. Push your weight into your heels. Inhale. And exhale, straighten your legs, forward fold. Engaging your quadriceps as you do that to protect your knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step it back into that high plank. Another tip here, when you're in high plank and you're moving through chaturanga, if you have any tight shoulders or shoulder issues, it's best to take your fingers out wider. This will give your shoulders more of an opening to move through a half tricep push-up or even knees, chest, chin. This helped me so much when I heard it from a fellow teacher, and Yeah, so sorry, I'm keeping you in this high plank. Engage your core, breathe it in, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees and then your chest and your chin, or come down into that chaturanga. Inhale, sweep it up, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, bend your knees, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Lower your left heel towards your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, warrior one. Bring your palms together if you'd like to. Breathe it in. And take your hands down. Exhale. Step it back to that high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, sweep it up. Upward facing dog or cobra. Smile. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one, left side, lower that right heel down towards your mat. Back foot should be turned out. Right foot is facing forward. Inhale, reach your arms up, lifting through that low belly. Find your center. And exhale, take your hands down. Step it back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Come up into that chair pose. Reach your arms up. Sink your hips down. Weight is in your heels. And exhale, come back to standing. Beauty. Okay. Love saying beauty. Anyways, we're going to just close off our practice with one more little stretch exercise. So you're going to take your hands down. Step back to your downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and lower that left shin and knee down towards the mat. Point the back toes. Inhale, coming back into that low lunge. Reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands down. Shift it back into a half split. You can wiggle your right foot out just a little bit. And we're just going to breathe into that right hamstring. Breathe it in. Come up halfway. And exhale, let it go. Shorten your stance here if you have to. You do not have to straighten your right leg all the way. Just work on breathing into this hamstring. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Bend into that right knee. Bring it in just a little bit if you wiggled that right foot out. And then take your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Gentle twist. Beauty. There I go again. Beauty. Whatever. Who cares? Take your right hand back. Try to grab a hold of your left foot. If this is not available to you, just stay in this gentle twist. Work on just opening up your chest and breathing into the stretch. Maybe you grab a hold of the left foot and maybe you're pulsing back and forth. Stretching out the quadriceps. This is a muscle that I don't really stretch out a lot. Once I started doing these daily or as much as I can, I really felt the difference. We're so tight on our quads, so it's really important to just stretch them out. Shift it back, coming back into that half split, straighten out the right leg. Breathe it in, come up halfway, and breathe it out. Just melt it down as much as you can. Bending into that right knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands down. Step your right foot back to downward facing dog. Breathe it here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Step your left foot forward. Low lunge. Lower that right shin and knee down towards your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands down. Shift it back into that half split. You can wiggle out your left leg. Wiggle it as far as you can. Try to stack your right knee and your right hip. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Breathing into this left hamstring. You can pulse back and forth here. You can move your foot even side to side. I didn't do that on the right side, but that really feels good too in this half split. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, melt it down. Shift forward, bending into that left knee. Bring your left foot in just a little bit if you wiggle it out like I did. And ground down through that right hand. Lift your left arm up. Inhale. Opening up your chest. And exhale. Try to reach back for that right foot. Again, to modify, just stay here in this gentle twist. Left arm up. Pulsing back and forth if you're in this posture. Breathing into that right quadricep. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking to the trees right now. Breathing in and breathing out. When you focus on your breath, stretch doesn't seem that bad or feel that bad. Take your hands down. Shift it back to that half split. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend into that left knee. Ground down through your hands. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Bend into your knees. Come down to all fours. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, ground down through your hands. Open up the shoulder blades. Curve your spine. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, curve your spine. Nice. Cross your feet. Take your knees out wide. Sink your hips back. Child's pose. Walk your hands out as far as you can. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Almost done this class. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nice. Shift it forward. Cross your legs and come to sit. So we're going to bend our knees and slowly come down onto our backs. Oh, okay. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a big hug. Before the cool down, we're going to do a little ab exercise. So first we're going to take our feet up. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Ground down through your hands. Make sure they're alongside of you. Just lift your hips up. We're going to do this 10 times. Try to keep your legs straight and point them towards the sky or the ceiling. Engage your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beauty. Bend your knees. Extend your left leg out. And I'm going to do a couple bicycles here. Option to bring your hands to your knees as you twist, or take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, bringing each elbow towards the opposite knee. Try to bring it outside of that knee. 10, 9, 8, 7. Engage your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a hug. And come down. Hands go by your sides here. Feet are hips distance. Inhale, reach your pelvis up, grounding down through your hands. Bridge pose. Really using your hands to push yourself up just a little bit more. Option to walk your shoulder blades underneath you and interlace your fingers, or if that is not available to you, just stay with your arms alongside of you. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Take your hips or your booty back down to your mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest, coming into your happy baby. So you're going to bring your knees in towards your underarms. wrap your hands around the outside of your feet. Make sure you're not moving your shins in like this. You want to try to externally rotate them like a happy baby. Breathing into this posture, ground down through your lower back. Sway side to side if you'd like. Come back to your breath. Extend your legs out. Let's get ready for this Shavasana. Take your arms out, palms facing up to receive or down to ground. Inhale and exhale. Just focusing on the breath. You did it. You made it to the end of this class. Good for you. Now just take this time to really melt down into this mat and let it all go. Leave it here. Be present. Inhale and exhale. Tucking your chin in towards your chest to elongate your neck just a little bit. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Just come to stillness. Whatever thoughts are coming up, acknowledge them, and then just let them go. Envision them literally going away, like you're pushing them away. And just focus on your breath. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Roll onto whatever side feels more open to you and come to a comfortable seated position. Cross your legs. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes, bow your heads. Take in the shift. Beginning of this practice, it was actually raining, and now the sun's out. That makes me feel so good. Metaphor for our stress, and when we just focus on letting it go and breathing and moving our bodies, it always gets better. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for doing this class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I relieved some of your stress. Just think of this moment and how good it feels right now, how good your body feels, and let that bring you back to your mat and to your practice. Bow your heads in gratitude. Namaste. Let's flow to feel good.